Y'all, real quick. Duchess Dior. Ladies, y'all better stop playing with these men, your husbands, your significant others. Stop playing with these men. Duchess Dior, rest in peace. Matter of fact, both of them, rest in peace. They're dead. Let's get to what happened. Shoot. Where's the link at? Here we go. Now, once again, if you don't know who Duchess Dior is, it's okay. But this is what got her killed. This is their last moments. This is their last moments on camera, live streaming. Let's go.
I ain't get to tell about Odie. Then.
So, I think they're on TikTok a whole lot, but basically, they just roast each other and tell each other's business. They're married, and they crack jokes back and forth on each other and spill all they dirty laundry. So what ended up happening here was she was exposing the fact that she caught him cheating with somebody, and he was like, "Stop! I'ma end you. You keep doing this." He threatened her many times during this live stream, right? He told her flat out, "I'ma end you if you keep talking." Okay. Learn to read the room, even if it's your mate. I don't care if y'all been together 20 years, 1 year, 6 months, 10 months. Learn to read the room. Learn your partner. Learn when you're pushing it too far. Okay. Clear case of forgetting to read the room, not being cognizant of how this is affecting your partner. I don't condone what he did, but had she chilled out prior when he told her, they both be alive today. Okay.
Dad, I gotta die like that. You told my shit. I gotta die if I tell what happened. Give my phone. That's crazy, y'all. I ain't really gonna die behind this all. Y'all won't know that tea right now. Mark done got caught.
You hear him say, "Give me my phone. Give me my phone." Okay. He's already past his breaking point. He already warned this woman many times. You doing too much. Stop. Chill out. Stop. I'ma end you. Right?
Where he at? He right here. He getting mad. He don't like the truth coming out.
And that was it. Let's go through these comments. He kept telling her he was about to end her more than once. You only have to tell me once. I believe you 100%. What old boy did was dead wrong, but this is a message to my ladies. You have to be able to read the room in situations like this. You should rather want to be safe than allow your ego to continue and drive a hostile situation. However, no matter what she said, it still didn't give him the right to offer. But I would highly encourage ladies to read the room better and just learn when to just go silent and let the situation dissolve itself. When some men are feeling embarrassed, they don't know how to process it well. I agree. Like, you women always gotta have the last word. Okay, well, she got it. She got the last word. Let's continue. This was just so crazy to watch. They just went back and forth revealing how they cheated on each other, caught HSV and not knowing who gave it to whom, bragging about domestic violence, talking about their finances. It was truly sad to watch, but you could also tell how toxic they were, and neither of them respected each other. Okay? If you play with fire, you get burned. She got burned. Over emotional men who just can't walk away and regulate their emotions will always be a danger to society. And I disagree, whatever. It's sad she lost her life behind her poor and choice of a man. Sad situation all the way around. I feel for her children. Right. So you blame the man, but not. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Here we go. Bitches always think shit is funny and want to antagonize men. Laugh now. If someone utters the words, "You about to die," believe them the very first time they said it and act accordingly. This is tragic. Okay? Okay. She knew then and there she triggered him and smirked and got silent, waiting for the response. Signs of a narcissist as well, because who the hell is Odie? Man, it wasn't weird to nobody else that the entire time they were arguing, she was smiling and laughing. I couldn't even tell if they were for real or semi-playing. I hate he took it where he took it. R.I.P. to her, and pray for them kids. R.I.P. to her, but she dumb as hell, not gonna lie. He a B and she was smiling and thought it was funny. People trying to fit in with social media ideologies and behaviors. Y'all not gonna get that T. Now look. Okay. I'm still not sure if anything before the truth coming out was English. All I heard was gobble. I couldn't understand a single effing word. What? She had a Facebook Live argument with her husband after exposing infidelity. He killed her and then himself. This is domestic violence in real time. It is heartbreaking. She just gave birth to. Oh, no. I don't know who they are, but I couldn't understand a word she said in this video. I listened to it 5 times and it just sounded like a foreign language to me. Sound like him and Udi was on some fruit booty stuff. All right, keep on playing. Keep on playing. Friends, just egging it on and on. I sat and watched the entire hour-long live on his Facebook page yesterday, and it was insane. From the argument, this didn't look like a healthy marriage. I wonder why they didn't separate at the earliest. Why would they? They're broke. They're poor, right? This is effed up. Let's stop glorifying toxic-ass relationships and start setting standards for more loving, healthy relationships in our communities and our culture as a whole. Nowadays, we as a people, and especially the younger crowd, mimics toxic behavior set by entertainers. Okay. Here we go. Another panderer. Damn, these comments are crazy. Didn't know black men hated their women this much. In no way, shape, or form is this her fault. And yet they saying this is what she gets. Okay. Another black fatigue discourse. Can anyone translate? I couldn't make out even one word. Whoever that friend is gaslighting her the whole time. I hope that call keeps her up at night. She should have told her friend to leave it alone. So, well, let's.
She turned around.
Right now, don't worry about me.
She turned around and okay, boom. After I get caught with that girl, she go to the doctor. She get on the table. She, I'm finna get tested. I'm finna get tested because you fucking all these hoes. You doing this, you doing that.
Which girl?
So she said, goddamn, the doctor said, okay, well, we'll test you. We're gonna do that.
Which girl?
And walk around. We come back. So the doctor tell her when she get her results, the damn folks tell her she got herpes.
Oh.
So I'm thinking in my head that you gotta have an outbreak. You know what I'm saying? You know this society got you having this shit, all that shit. Right?
Okay, now from what I understand, from what I've read, they just can't openly test you for a herpes. You have to have an outbreak for them to test, or it makes a more accurate test if you have an outbreak. So for her to get tested with no outbreak for herpes, it's like, how would they know, right? That's what I've read. Someone correct me, Carrie, if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But I've read that you can only get tested. You only get tested if there's an actual outbreak. But okay, let's go.
So, boom. She ain't had an outbreak, no none of that. All the had a random blood. So I'm thinking that this bitch goddamn, they playing a mistake or whatever. Cool. So what it was? I think it was last month. So I'm in there watching the game or something, whatever I'm doing in the room. She come in there, babe. My ass raw. What's wrong with my ass? Can you look and see?
So she did have an outbreak. She said her ass was raw. Oh no. Oh, so she did have an outbreak. Oh Lord, have mercy on. Urban folk, we cannot do better. We don't have the capacity to do better as a people. We're done. Okay? All you can do is focus on individual pockets of communities, individual pockets of families. That's it. As a collective, we are so in the trash. We lack the capacity to do better as a people. It is beyond our ability at this point. I am convinced. I'm officially becoming an old man. The black race is been over with. Okay, throw us, the entire collective, in the whole trash. Okay, in the whole trash.
The babe, my ass wrong. What's wrong with my ass? Can you look and see? So I look down there, and I ain't no hole now. Now I ain't the smartest, but my knowledge of that shit is like, okay, if you get the herpes, it come at whatever contact or whatever the food.
And you
is.
the only one
Okay.
that want in the ass. So make that shit make sense.
I look down there, got them clusters down there by bumps and shit.
Oh,
She got bumps and shit. Look like goddamn. Now y'all see why she don't want me to get on the live. That's why she trying to goddamn talk over talk.
no.
So it looked like the shit looked like some bumps, but like an ant bite. How you bust a bump?
Hey, what you did to it? Lick that long fucking cat.
Somebody insert the Prince gif of him just like, Lord, I can no longer with our people. Let's continue.
So here it is, boom. Time go by. She go back to her. No, not time go by. She go to her doctor. She go to her doctor. And the lady looked at the shit. She talking about, I need to get I don't know what this is. The lady looked down there and say, well, I looked at your chart and it said that you tested positive for HSV1 or what, HSP1 or whatever. So I can tell you.
That is herpes simplex virus number 1. Herpes simplex virus number 1. There's a herpes simplex virus number 2. But this one is a herpes simplex virus number 1.
I can tell you. I say.
They don't even test you for HSV1 unless you ask.
You didn't ask for it?
You just said when I went, they said it. So I had to get tested in order.
Again, like I've been saying.
I had to get tested in order for them to give me results.
I told y'all before when she was pregnant, she went up there to the doctor. They tested her ass.
I didn't even go to Augusta. I went to Statesboro. They don't share databases.
Okay.
So make it make sense.
She went to Statesboro.
Oh, okay.
And they went in the goddamn thing and looked at her goddamn shit and said, well, hell, I see on your chart where it said you tested positive for it. So here it is. Here it is now. You got the time now. So now you got herpes. But now I'm asking you, like, damn, what's really going on? Like, what, like, oh, you gave it to me. You know, that's the first thing. Oh, you gave it to me. Oh, you burnt me. You did this. You did that. That's the first thing she said. Now then, when the lady in Augusta did her paperwork, she didn't even do no test on this because she said, I can look at it and tell you right now what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's got to be. You're in the outbreak. They gave her some big goddamn pills that she got sent to a goddamn, not her regular goddamn pharmacy. She sent the medal. Got those. So when the lady goddamn called her back, about the, well, she emailed her and told her, and you also have a bacteria down there, whatever. I don't even know what the bacteria is, but.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
He said, I sent enough for you and a refill for your partner.
Let's continue.
9 times out of 10, we have herpes. 9 times out of 10, we have herpes. Okay? So, the back. So, listen. It don't matter. These are facts. So, boom. Goddamn. Tell me. So to me. Lick the bumps and all. She gonna give me the pills and all this shit. I'm saying, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I just got a job. I work at Kiltall now, so yeah, I'll be able to go there to.
Wait, he work at where? Hold up, where do you work at, sir?
Cool. You know what I'm saying? I just got a job. I work at Kiltall now, so yeah,
okay, the caption didn't match because the caption said KFC and I didn't hear KFC. I heard somewhere else. But okay, let's continue.
Go up there to the nurse, get my own food. I took a couple days of it. So boom, these are facts. So the motherfucker tell me the day she get up. Oh no. Somebody inboxed me because she done told on some girl that she seen a video in Swainsboro. She seen a video of some girl on the playground. She worked at the daycare. Walk another child to another child to slap another white boy back. So She goddamn called the lady that owned the daycare and sent the damn video to the woman. So then she turned around, the girl, somebody get mad and tell me, oh.
And it's that girl.
She inboxed me. The girl, whoever it was, they inboxed me because it had to be somebody related to that situation. Oh, tell your baby mama she got bigger fish to fry than to be sitting around here worried about and sending videos. She got to goddamn worry about all these niggas she around here sneaking in goddamn. So here it is again. I'm asking the like, damn, so shit. Don't come to me on no damn.
Oh no. Oh no. Is there any more of this? Oh. Wait, she must have been told that he was a fruitcase. He did not want that getting out. Usually them off crazy ones be the DL ones anyway. They both need to change though. Oh no, y'all. She laughed and smiled one last time. Rest in peace, everyone. No more life because of this. Oh no. Wait. Can we find any more? Hold on, let's go find it. Let's see if we can find any more. I don't. People play too much. I don't. This is madness. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can find any more from that live stream, y'all. Yeah, he told her a bunch of times, I will end you. I mean, at that point, let it go, sis. It ain't even that damn serious. Okay, hold up. Okay, so let's go hunting, y'all. Let's go hunting.
No, that I'm gonna cut in here is this is a couple that go live often with all their personal drama, they BS, whatever type of leaks and moves they done hit.
Frenchman and Duchess Dior is the average hood couple, to be honest.
Jeez. Okay. She was 27. Go figure, right? Go figure.
So in Twin City, Georgia, you got Shamarcus Jamil Carr going on live while he's cooking lasagna, ranting about his wife, Zaria Khadijah Carr, who goes by Duchess Dior. So he's on there just ranting about her, and it looks like it's the
so Udi is the guy. Oh, she's about to expose her husband for being DL with Udi moments before. Why would you do that? Like, bitch, why? You know what? I can't feel bad at this point. Why should I feel bad for this woman, y'all? Why? You know how men get when you try to expose them. You putting your life on the line. You're dumb. You deserve it. I don't care. You deserve it. Sorry. You deserve it.
Regular couple things.
Stop
He's
playing with
talking
people.
about her, she's yelling in the background. Although the rest of us kind of knew something was getting ready to happen, for some reason she didn't. Let's get into it. Okay, before I tell you about the incident, we gotta really talk about who these people are. Okay, now Duchess Dior, that's what she goes by on Facebook. All this drama took place.
Okay, I remember this picture. I didn't know who they were, but I remember this picture on IG. Yeah, they just had a kid. Okay, it was cool. All right, let's go.
He found his way on TikTok. Normally TikTok is the home of the drama, but Duchess Dior was apparently a correctional officer, and Shamarcus, who goes by the Frenchman, and we're going to just continue to call him the Frenchman because it's easier. I believe he got that name because at some point he was breeding French bulldogs. So at this point, we never know where people get their names from. But she was a correctional officer, and it's believed that he at one point was in the prison that she was.
Right, they met in prison. Yes, that is true. Thank you, Carrie, for the 2. It's the trash taking itself out. That's what it sounds like. Nick, thank you for the 2 in the chat. They're where they're supposed to be. I agree. Yes, they are right where they're supposed to be. I agree. Let's go.
Officer in, and when he got out, she allegedly moved him into her home, and they began this relationship, and she ended up getting pregnant. She already had a son. She ended up getting pregnant, And upon getting pregnant, I guess somehow they end up getting married, and then this tumultuous relationship began. And it's considered tumultuous. So they went back and forth. The law was involved in the drama. As a matter of fact, his mother went on record by saying that they all knew that their marriage was toxic, but they could not be together. Okay. Now, look, I'm T Styles. I spent the last 20 years creating monsters for a living. I create these type of characters, and I'm going to go into the 6 ways I think that how everything went wrong, and then give y'all more details so you can find out what happened. So I wanted to start back there. They were talking about, by they, Duchess and Shamarcus, or Duchess and the Frenchman, if you will. They were airing each other's dirty laundry out. When I say they were airing it, it went crazy. These aren't big YouTubers or big TikTok people. He went on live to explain why they were having problems. He's talking about her cheating. He's talking about the fact that at one point he believes because he wasn't having really good, y'all see that thing on my face is my thing in the background. He wasn't having really good financial success. Things just didn't seem to work out for him. So he was talking about how he believed that there was a spell put on him. He was talking wholeheartedly. But the thing that made this like real creepy was the way that Duchess was acting. She's laughing in the background. She's antagonizing to the point where there are some people who are, which is sad, are blaming her for getting it revved up, which is absolutely no. You could tell that this type of thing happened so much that she just thought it was normal, and then normal that it wasn't, even to the point where she ends up saying one thing that ended up resulting in her unaliving. Okay, so let's first go into what happened that day. Okay, so earlier that day, Duchess Dior posted a post on her Facebook. Okay, it says, "I really don't know what to do, but I need help before I lose my life or my freedom. My kids need me." That's what she she actually did post that on her Facebook. Okay, people was in the comments saying, "Girl, we talked to you about this before. You know what it is. You need to leave him. I don't know why y'all keep getting back together in the first, second, or third place." She's not really trying to hear that. She's just letting her stuff come out. Okay, so then the Frenchman gets onto his live and begin talking. Now he said in the live, "Look, I've been cheating, effing off, doing my thing." So she get pregnant, I guess allegedly by herself. We know that ain't the case. And I F around and cheat while she's pregnant. This is what he goes on live and saying. He's admitting to this thing. Now Zaria in the background was like, "You're gonna tell all of it. You were tricking off $100 for these girls' telephone numbers and this, that, and the third, and you weren't even paying the bills in the house." So he was like, "Listen, I was only really cheating on you when I was in prison because like I needed a pen pal." And she's, "You needed a pen pal? I was your pen pal." Now, he's continuously talking, his belly's in front of the camera, he's talking to his live, and she attempts to take the phone from him, and you can see the phone going in and out. Second later,
that's why I kept saying, "Give me my phone, give me my phone." Okay, let's go. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, come on.
Later, she grabbed the phone and then just runs.
Trying to tell you, look here, man, get out my line now. I'm telling you, leave it alone now. Get out my line. Go make your own line.
And that ends that particular live. This is when things started getting really crazy, as if it doesn't get crazy already. She can now be heard in the background saying, "Listen, the Frenchman just mad because of the Gucci shades. I threatened to take him back and he had a problem with it." Whereas while she's saying all that, the Frenchman is like, what it really is about is that she was trying to mess with a dude named Squeeze. Okay? All this is going on live. We don't know who these characters are, but it's just like in a good book. You just gotta pay attention and listen. So Zaria's in the background. She's taller than him. "Look, I want to tell my truth. I was not trying to mess with Squeeze. As a matter of fact, the only problem that I had with the whole Squeeze situation was letting him know that you," talking about the Frenchman, "was trying to mess with his girlfriend."
Okay.
Now, this is just regular messy drama people are thinking.
Right.
He yells out, "But the F that gives you the right to sleep with him?" People are watching this. This live went on for an hour. People are watching it just at this point trying to figure out, okay, what else are they going to say? And if you're just looking for the messiness, it did not disappoint. Then he proceeds to say, "This is the type of B that get beat, long story short." The Frenchman says this about Zaria as she's going off in the background. Before grabbing keep one with me. Before grabbing that, he said, "This is the type of B that gets what, long story short." And then he reminds her to stay out of his live. Now I'm gonna put the clip right here.
Okay.
You try hit me.
Say something.
You try hit me.
Say something. You're not lying. Sit back and listen.
You gonna stab me?
Sit back and listen.
Are you gonna
So-
stab me? He lied though.
Okay.
If I get off the line, you ain't gonna make nothing. No, and I'm gonna do it to you.
If you couldn't hear her, she said, "So what? You going to me?" Because he grabbed it right there. He then threatened and said, "If I get off this live, you ain't going to make it out the door."
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why people were like, "Is she not reading the room and seeing what's going on?" Or
Right. Okay.
At some point, the chat are like, "Listen, she's talking in the background. We want to hear her side of it." So she gets on and starts saying her side. Prior to that, though, y'all, the live got so raunchy that it just needed to be in one of my books. For instance, at some point, he claimed that she had one of the things that you would get sometimes if you have a cold sore?
Herpes, mama. Just say it. Just herpes, babe. Just say herpes. Like, what? Come on. YouTube ain't that strict. I mean, you can say. Oh my God. Okay, come on.
But he claimed she had it, and that he asked her. She asked him, "Can you look at it?" Now, this is not me just making this up. They were talking about it online.
So the doctor tell her when she get her results, the damn folks tell her I'm thinking in my head that you gotta have an outbreak. You know what I'm saying? You know this sign you got you have this shit, all this shit, right? So, boom. She ain't had an outbreak, no none of that, all that shit. They had a ran blood. So I'm thinking, goddamn, they playing a mistake or whatever. Cool. So what it was? I think it was last month. So I'm in there watching the game or something, whatever the fuck I'm doing in the room. She come in there, babe. Back row. What's wrong with my ass? Can you look and see?
She asked him because there was a problem down. Can you look at it? So
yes. She had an outbreak. Yes.
These things that will pop up if you have a cold sore.
Yes.
And said, you know what? I do see a lot. To which she went to see a doctor, and the doctor says, look, I'm gonna prescribe you this for that because you definitely got that. It tested positive for that. Okay. In addition to that, he said, I'm going to give you some medicines so that when they outbreak anywhere, that you'll be able to have something for that. Okay. Now, she said, I'm going to give you some medicine. I want you to give some to your partner. But she would not allow him to have his medicine. He's saying all this. So she's in the background.
Oh, so she didn't. Wow. So she didn't give him the medicine. Okay, you deserve to go. Sorry. You play these games. You got to go.
Deny it. Matter of fact, it was whatever, but you ain't had no problem kissing it. Like, this, when I say this live was that mad, I'm speaking about it being that mad. At some point, he started talking about his troubles. I'm going to get to the thing that ended up causing her to be unalived as well as him. But at some point, he was talking about his financial struggles and said that he went to a lady to speak to her because he believed that somebody put a root on him. She confirmed it and said it's somebody probably related to his wife.
So I went and got a read, read it, boom, told me my wife, somebody in my wife's family got roots on me. They praying on my brain. They praying on my downfall. They don't want to see me with shit. They playing with my finances and my money, goddamn blessed.
He even accused his wife of doing that too. And he was saying that was the reason why he was having this.
The moment he got quiet, she should have known something was wrong. Shaking my head. This what she get for playing with folks. Hey, let's go.
Struggles that he was having, that this thing had been put on him. It was total anarchy. It was interesting by itself before things took a darker turn. At some point, she said the following. I'm going to tell y'all what happened to Udi.
Why are you lying on me? I never touched a nigga. Ain't been around a nigga. Then, now let me finish. I'm on live. You had them 2 hours. Now you want the phone there. Oh, I ain't get to say about Udi. Then.
Now, people were speculating after this happened because he was so angry. As a matter of fact, when she says, I'm going to tell the chat what happened to Udi, I bet you ain't tell him that because nothing else was triggering him. In her mind, she probably felt like he was coming out on top of this argument. So now it's time for me to go lower. And he said, and I quote, I swear you'll be unalive. So actually, it was not a quote. But I'm trying to make sure this thing stay up. She laughed nervously and says, damn, I gotta be unallowed about that?
Yeah.
I ain't willing to be unallowed about that, y'all. So I guess y'all want to know the tea right now. A couple of things happened. The live went dark, and then we found out what happened on June 14th.
Yeah.
According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, around 9:30 p.m. on June 14th, deputies responded to a domestic disturbance. Something was going on at a home on 5th Avenue in Twin City. When they arrived, they found Zaria unresponsive and later pronounced her unalive. But Shamarcus, or the Frenchman, was nowhere to be found. He reportedly fled the scene in her 2021 Dodge Charger. So a bolo was put out for him. Just about 11 o'clock p.m. in Wayne County, they located the vehicle at a traffic stop. But instead of going willingly, he pew-pewed himself. He rushed to the hospital, but was later unalive from a self-inflicted wound. Now, based on how he acted about her saying, I'm going to tell him about Udi or whoever you want to call him, based on how he was acting, and when he said, now I basically got to unalive you, people went on to speculate as to
who
the
Udi
nature
was.
of their relationship.
Yeah.
Some was calling him on the DL and all that kind of stuff. People always go that route because you've heard of stories where men will do whatever they can to prevent the truth from coming out. But upon research, it appears that person, Udi, was a friend of his, a good friend. They're calling him almost his best friend.
You can see how much weight he put on during the course of their marriage, because in this pic, he's pretty slim. And you look at him now, or when you look at him previously, he packed on a lot of weight. You know, stress can do that to you as well, especially when you're in a stressful relationship, stressful marriage, whatever the case may be. And you know, and then sometimes guys do gain weight with the woman when she's carrying as well too. So he packed on a lot of weight. Let's go.
They're calling him almost his best friend. We'll put the clips down here so you can see him. And it appears that it's alleged that whispers have been said that Shamarcus the Frenchman has something to do with Udi's being unalived for finance.
Wait, so Udi did too? Truth is, the guy she mentioned at the very end was his best friend that he set up and got taken out, got off on it, and went to the funeral and lied to the boy's family as if he didn't do it. You can tell it was deeper than that. It's so sad. I knew it was about somebody he took out. I could feel it. It gives snake energy. All the people she was saying he wanted to rob and set up, she put his business out there. He knew he wasn't safe no more out here. So that's why he did what he did. Why would you do that? Oh, yeah. Nick, you're right. They, especially her, are exactly where they need to be. I know, no sympathy. Let's go.
Her making that threat was so fearful to him for a lot of reasons. Some believe because he had to still walk around the city and the town, and people thought that he was responsible for that, especially since he came to the funeral, show love and all that kind of stuff, and was involved after his passing. That would have made him a marked man, and that was the reason why he did what he did. I think more information is going to come out about this because, again, people are just blown away by the information that was coming out in his live.
Right.
But it appears it has nothing to do with him being on the DL, so people are saying that probably need to stop. I'm almost certain, upon looking at this video over and over again, that he wanted to, what I call, drive his pain, or his anger, rather, to his point. It was almost as if he felt like she kept calling him broke. You ain't got this, you ain't got that. With him having a record, you already know it's going to already be harder for him to do some things he probably want to do. Not saying that's anybody's fault but his own, but still. She called him broke, called him all that. She had put him out before, they've had issues before. It was almost like he knew that this was going to be the end. And I'm wondering if this was not always a part of the story. Everybody not playing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us think that we can control, we know when a person is going to snap because they got smiles on their face like they was in their video. But some of the most dangerous things happen with a person and they smile on their face.
I would say it like this. Damn, bro, sorry to take you serious, my nigga.
Damn.
Shit, I thought it was just a tip.
Damn. Oh, hell no. Hey, I don't feel bad. Hey, shout out to Keep It Techie for blessing your boy. Keep It Techie, yes. Go support, go sub, all that good stuff. Damn. Everybody not playing. I see women have gotten so comfortable and so used to disrespecting men, and with no punishment. Okay, I don't feel bad. I hate to say it, but you know, it is what it is. I bet she won't do it again. Yeah. Bet she won't do it again. So this is them in the past. If I get off this live, you ain't gonna make it out that door. Yeah. He told her multiple times. This was them in the past, happier times. Wow. Okay. Okay, hold the knife. I get off this live, ain't gonna be out the door. Okay, Zaria telling everyone about someone named Odie. Immediately after Zaria dropped that name, Shamarcus threatened to take her out. Okay, she promised to spill the tea about Odie another time, so she wasn't gonna let this go. You know what? She right where she need to be, both of them, but especially her. Okay.